Everybody, Brian back here with a look at Kaspa. All right, we do have a lot of stuff lining up here for a bounce. Okay, I know it's been a little brutal going sideways in here for, geez, the last, if you look at this chart, it's been kind of boring. All right, ever since back, January 18th here. This thing has just gone sideways in here. Not a lot to cover as far as that goes. But we do have a lot of RSIs, especially the big ones, coming down to the bottom here. So it looks like, possibly soon we are going to have a very nice bounce here. All right, we're going to look at them RSIs here in a second. First off, over here on X, good news. At On-Ramp Money brings seamless access to Kaspa for users across India, Turkey, Mexico, Peru, Chile, Colombia, Nigeria, Kenya, Europe, the UK, Indonesia, Vietnam, etc. with local currencies. These are the currencies now you can use to buy Kaspa right here with onramp.money. All right through here. So that's good to see. That's pretty big. All right. Anytime you can use your local currency to buy crypto is huge. All right. So that's now integrated on Ramp Money. All right. They posted that right on their Twitter account. Go over here to the top addresses. Right within the past 7 days, we've added 13 sharks. Okay. Last 30 days. Plus 4 whales and plus 1 humpback. Okay, now you can see within the last 24 hours, minus 1 whale here also. We have 233 whales, so it doesn't, but over the last 30 days, plus 4, okay? Your big ones, that's the ones you really want to pay attention to, this upper echelon of holders, and that's the ones that mean the most, really, okay? Obviously, right down through here, what is this address district? The count, these crabs. I wish they would have left this off here. 100 to 1,000 Kaspa. That's just, I don't know. I wish they would have just left it off there, especially after that attack that they had there. No use of really even putting it back on there. All right, if we come down here, that's the wallets there. Let's take a look and see if there was anything over on Kaspalytics. Nope, that 100 million plus, we're still at 0. $10 million plus holders, 11. $1 million plus 248 wallets hold at least $1 million in Kaspa. $100,000 plus, there's 3,042 wallets. Even $10,000 plus, that's a big number. 17,564. 17,564 wallets hold at least $10,000 in Kaspa. That's pretty impressive. All right, the hash rate, the petahash is at 145.29. And let's go over here because we obviously have something brewing here. All right, look at the volume. It's up 99.97%, 23.2 million. The market cap is at 2.2 billion. Right here ought to tell you the story. When you have 100% volume coming in, all right, people see a bottom coming in. 100%. Okay, it's not only me. All right, we're back up to that 10-cent mark now, and I'm going to show you some stuff here that should get you pretty excited here, guys. Over on CoinGlass, look at these liquidations. Look at this up top. 240 million. It's up 5x, 503.89% from yesterday. $240 million in liquidations. Open interest is at 36.7 billion. That's down 1.99%. And 24-hour volume for the crypto market is up 151% at 126.8 billion. Seeing some buyers come in now. All right, that's I stacked a little bit onto a few of my wallets here, especially after I seen some 702 fib levels coming in. These are the days you buy. The red days. That's the days it doesn't feel good to buy. It just doesn't feel right. You think it's going to go lower. You know, the red days, that's the days you buy. You don't buy in the green days, all right? Not just, I don't know, I guess that's kind of common sense, but, you know, anytime you get big pull downs, you know, it's definitely, in my opinion, it's a buying opportunity, all right? And if I could ask you guys, please hit the like and subscribe before I forget. I'd appreciate that very, very much. All right, now let's take a look at a few things. You can see a bounce starting here a little bit. All right, now let's go over here. Number one, Bitcoin dominance. All right, this thing is a big player here, and we need to know what it's doing, right? All right, this is on the daily. Okay, you can see here, this thing, like we talked about, that double bottom, it has held solid, and it's starting to bounce here. All right, so we will be watching a very close eye on this thing. You know, put a fib on it. We'll be watching these levels on this thing, especially up here at this 702. Do you guys like the setup better on here? You can see the numbers better. I tried tweaking some stuff so it was easier for you guys to see on the videos. You know, the charts, everything. So let me know if it's better. I hope it is. That's my main concern. I want you guys to be able to see these numbers and stuff we're talking about. That's the big thing. All right, so Bitcoin dominance is probably going to get a pretty decent bounce here, you know, for the next week or so. Now, Bitcoin. You can see this wick down here. That 40,200 hasn't gained it back. 40,000, yeah. 239, that's good. Okay, we need to see that. Let's zoom in a little bit here on a half hour. Yeah, look at that bounce back candle here. All right, so it has, I don't want to see it get rejected here. It needs to flip that back into support. Okay, it's a pretty big area here. It needs to take back 40,000. You know, it has to go higher than that, right where it's at. All right, a wick up through there isn't going to work. We need to retake that level as support, because if not, you know, I want to see it come back up here and use that as support and then bounce out of here. All right, because we have below this, the next support is down here at 38, around 38.5, and then 37.7. Okay, if we go on a weekly. All right, you do have there is a little bit there, but that 40,200, that's the big one. All right, on a monthly, you can see right here. All right, over here, support. So that's a major level there at 38,500, and then the one down here. This could actually be pulled down in here, right about there. 37,600. Okay, so we need to regain that 40,300 range. That's pretty big. All right, and Bitcoin is actually, if we look at some, look at these RSIs here. All right, the 1 hour is trying to turn back up. The 4 hour is right on the bottom, heading up. 8 hour coming down. 12 hours coming down. But these are the big ones right here. Look at this. The daily is reset. And where's our 3-day? And our 3-day is reset. That's two big ones right there. Okay, the 3-day is bullish now. It's at a 1.3. That's your 3-day. Okay, that's right in the middle of the daily and the weekly. All right, the weekly is still coming down, and the monthly is still bullish. A 96 and a 95. It's still there. All right, but definitely want to see this retake 40,300. All right, that is a must. Don't want to see this thing come down any further. You know, and if we go back here, I was looking at something earlier when I was looking at these charts. This is on a weekly. All right, and this is where I'm looking for Bitcoin to come to when the big crash does happen. Right down here. $32,000. That's a 702 fib level. All right, I will be piling in the altcoins right there, as long as we get it. Okay, now, there's no guarantees with anything, but you know, your swing low to your swing high. This is on a weekly. 32,000. That's what happened last time. We ended up coming back to a 702. If you come back over here to 2019. All right, look what happened after we had our 618 retracement right there. All right, if you go from the, well, we can do it from over here. Swing low to the swing high. See how it came down to the 702 right here? And then that's where we should have took off. COVID ended up, that was a black swan event right here. But if it wasn't for COVID, we would have came down, just tapped the 702, because this actually should be up just a hair. All right, it should be up right there. Okay, and you can see how it just tapped the 702. It's just got a tap on it. All right, so you're going to have to be on your game if it does that again. All right, and it pulled right down to that 6,470 level, right down to it, and that's where it took off. All right, Bitcoin at its halving right here. All right, COVID, actually I got very, very lucky, because right in here, believe it or not, that's the right there's where I started getting into crypto. I was into stocks and stuff, but right when I got into crypto was right in COVID, right there. And it's crazy, but I got extremely lucky. I got Cardano for 2 cents. Polygon, or maybe I got Cardano for 3 cents. Polygon for 2 cents. Unbelievable buys, just unbelievable. But yeah, you can see what happened afterwards. I mean, it just steady and up, man. It's going to be a fun year, guys. We have a big, huge year coming. This is going to be absolutely, you know, a year to remember, that's for sure. But this is on the weekly. All right, so now last time we came back and touched a 618 fib. This is important. All right, you can see here, Bitcoin wicked up, hit the 618 retracement. That's after the 2017 bull run. Retraced to the 618, just like we did now, 618 retracement. All right, and then this thing ended up taking a while. This is on a weekly. It took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks before it finally came back up and hit a 618 in here, and then rolled over. Okay, right here. Okay, you can see the crash down up to the 618. Once again, all it did was get a wick into the 618, and then it started rolling over. All right, then we had COVID, but this was a big crash. All right, that's what I'm going to be looking for with these altcoins. I'm going to be looking for a pretty decent pullback. All right, that would have been 53% for Bitcoin. That's without COVID. You know, so there will be some sales going on if we get that same type of pullback. So be ready, guys. You know, it could be a huge buying opportunity for you if it happens. Okay, so let's move on here. All right, but we looked at Bitcoin. Dow Jones up 146, 147. That Dixie. Let's look at Kaspa now, because we got some exciting stuff going on here. All right, now let's look at this. The weekly RSI, 598 and a 10, right at the bottom. Okay, ready to go. It's the weekly's ready to go. Look at the 3-day. The 3-day at the bottom, zeros and a 2.6. So we got the 3-day on the bottom. We got the weekly on the bottom. What about the daily? Look at that. The daily on the bottom, 0 and a 3. Okay, we don't have a monthly yet. So we got the 3-day, the weekly, the daily, all on the bottom. How about the 12-hour? The 12 hours right down there at a 13 and a 20. Okay, and we got our 8-hour turning back up. It's at a 49.8 and a 50. You can see it turning right up. Look at that, curving right back up here. Okay, and your 4-hour, where's the 4-hour at? I apologize, here we go. We got a green 4-hour candle and the 4-hour RSI. I apologize, come on. Going to give me a hard time here. Okay, but we got the daily, the weekly, the 3-day, all the big ones are on the bottom. Okay, and you can see right here, if we go out on a daily and take our fib, we are right at that level, right to the top. okay, right near that 786. Now, could we come back down here and retest this low? We could. I believe 100% that this is a bottom right here. Okay, we're not going any lower than that. If we do come back down and retest that, I expect a super monstrous bounce to come off here. All right, we got all of our big RSIs are reset. Okay, the 786 is down here at 0.094225. That's the last fib level. We haven't even touched it. Okay, we've wicked down here. We've had some wicks down there. Now, like I said, the daily is right down there. Another, yeah, I don't know, 12 to 24 hours. That should be 100% reset. The 3-day is reset. The weekly is just about there, 5.98 and a 10. It's right at the bottom. And the 12 hours just about reset. Almost all of your big RSIs are reset. Okay, so we'll be looking for a big bounce coming out of Kaspa very, very soon. Okay, first sign of any kind of, let's take a look here. First sign of any kind of breakout is going to be a bust above this level. Let's move this down here. Right there. Okay, a bust of the 0.103. All right, we break that area, then things are starting to go. Then our next area up there is at 10.5. Okay, and of course after that we got the 0.108, and then we're talking. All right, then this thing should really start moving. But I'm expecting a huge bounce out of this thing, especially with the weekly and everything. This has just lullabied us to sleep here lately. I mean, the last we look here, ever since we topped here. When was this? Back in November 19th. Wow. It feels like it was a year ago, don't it? But ever since, I mean, it's just been down. I mean, we have pulled back, right to where we're at now. We're down 35%. Okay, 35%. All right, so we'll be looking for a big bounce coming out of Kaspa. Get ready, guys. It's coming. No question about it. All right, the first sign is going to be a break of that 10.3. All right, and then the break of, call it 10.6. We break 10.6, and this thing is really going to start gaining some gas. All right. Thanks a lot, guys. Please hit the like and subscribe, and I'll be back to you soon. Have a great day, everybody.